and welcome to the pod. I'm your host, Grace, and with us we have Amy, who's going to teach us all about how to become a founder of a cinematic dining experience. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited because this, if I could have any company, having food and film in it would be my dream. So I'm buzzed to hear about this. But first of all, just tell us a little bit about what that means.
So a cinematic dining experience. So essentially, we screen films, favourite films, cult classics, in restaurants, and we serve our guests the food from the film.
That's perfect.
Just to keep it really simple. That's the original format, that was the vision, and that's stayed since 2017. So that's what we do, like our main offering.
And that's like 8 years. That's a long time.
It's too long. As in, when I say too long, you know, you expect yourself to be in a different kind of circumstance that we would have done maybe other things by now, but it's been, I can't believe it's been 8 years.
Yeah, it must have flown by.
Flown.
So we're going to get into it and how you got there and the first steps. But first, let's just go right back to the beginning and tell me what you wanted to be when you were growing up.
Okay, well, it wasn't a founder of Cinematic Dining Experience.
I'd love it if you said that, though. Imagine, like, how niche.
So when I was younger, and for quite a while, actually, until I was about 16, I wanted to be an actress, which probably isn't a massive surprise because I'm such a film person. So, and that, once I discovered media studies, so that was an option for an A-level, and I was like, what is media studies? This is when media studies wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And then I started to become like, oh my gosh, so you can actually go behind the camera, and obviously you can. And then I became obsessed with that whole world of creating stories rather than being in the front of the camera. Yeah.
And what happened from there? You studied media, you went on to uni or anything?
Yeah. So my journey into taste hasn't been a conventional one, to be honest, at all. You know, when you look back and you're like, okay, actually, everything kind of adds up, though.
Yeah.
Everything has led me to this point. I just didn't know it then. So I studied film at university, film and television studies, which at the time I really wasn't the best student. I really wasn't. But now I kind of realise that the film theory, every single element of a film, everything that you think about that creates meaning, especially when they're combined, has led me to this point, right?
Love that.
So I did that. Then I worked in telly in my early 20s.
Oh, nice.
Reality TV, to be specific.
Oh, wow.
Best days of my life.
Were you into reality as like a genre already?
Yeah, I kind of was. It was when Big Brother was really at
the peak.
Yeah. So I worked on Big Brother's Big Mouth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was everyone loved that show.
Oh, it was just the best. It was just the best ever. I worked on quite a few. I worked on The Farm.
Oh yeah.
But reality TV, like, is so. I've never worked on scripted. Never worked in film. But reality is basically like doing events every day. It's like you are doing a live event every single day, especially for Big Brother's Big Mouth because it's live.
Yeah, of course.
So I think that's when I kind of realised, okay, maybe film theory isn't and television theory isn't my thing. Maybe logistics and operations, and that's more my thing.
Nice.
And that's when I realised I'm actually quite good at that.
Is that what you were doing for the shows, like kind of project managing it?
So I was a runner. And then I was an audience researcher.
Okay.
So I would be the person who would be getting all of the audience going just before they go on to Big Brother's Big Mouth. But any kind of running jobs or researching jobs, I always kind of ended up in more of an operational capacity. And then I realised, okay, so I am quite creative. You know, you always think you've got your creatives and your ops, and you're either one or the other.
Yeah.
And then I realised, okay, I can do a bit of both of this. And it's just kind of led me to events and to taste film naturally, and I didn't even realise it, but that's the thing with reality. I kind of loved that things could go wrong, and you had to think
on the
your
spot.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like proper problem
And I'm quite
solver.
good at that. I'm quite good at troubleshooting. I can respond to it quite well. So that was one good thing. And then from there, I went into teaching.
What a leap. How did that happen?
Do you know what? I just kind of thought when I was in TV, I was just like, this is so underrepresented still. I kind of felt like I didn't fully belong, just where I'm from, who I am. And I just thought, you need to get to the roots of this and you need to get into teaching. And like I kind of went back to when I learned about media studies. That wasn't introduced to me until quite late. And I thought we can get can get in there quicker.
Oh, definitely.
And kind of steer the direction of these students and kind of show them a whole new world that this can be for everyone. It doesn't have to be underrepresented.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote to every college in London, literally.
Really?
Wrote letters to every single college, and the only people that responded to me were Kingston College.
And you saying you wanted to teach?
Yes, saying
nice.
I want to teach. I've got I didn't have a teaching. Oh my God, I've literally forgotten PGCE. There you go. Blocked. Didn't have a PGCE. Didn't have anything, and it was like I would like to teach. I'm from television. I'm from the television industry.
I have experience,
and yeah, then that happened, and then I got landed a gig at Kingston College. I remember it so well. I went in. I shadowed another teacher for one session, and then I had a meeting with the head of department afterwards, and he said, "So tomorrow, would you like to teach a class on your own?"
Gosh.
So I've got no PGCE, my own experience is shadowing. I was like, yeah.
I can do this.
Absolutely. And I did, and I loved it. And I did that for 12 years.
12 years.
12 years.
You must have really loved it. And that is a leap from managing events and in reality and that kind of stuff to having 30 people stare at you and want to learn from you.
Yeah.
I don't even see a bridge there, but you made it work.
I know, it was crazy.
I love that.
I really loved it though. I really did love it. And I taught in a college. Mm-hmm. I don't know, I really do respect the teachers who teach in schools. Wow.
I can't imagine it. The patience.
Oh my
gosh.
College was a bit of a different ball game though. I really loved that age group, and they're kind of coming into themselves. They've made a few mistakes. Those ones were my favourites.
Yeah. And they've chosen it. They've chosen to be there. I think school's different, isn't it? But these guys really want to learn.
Yeah, that's it.
That's amazing.
So from there, and then I kind of realised, maybe 9 years in, 10 years in, I'm like, is this my life? Because once you do teach, it does take your whole soul. Mm-hmm. Sorry to all my old colleagues, but it really does. And you give your everything.
Yeah.
You give your life. It's an amazing, the most rewarding job. I would do it again, maybe in a past life. Mm-hmm. I think I've done my time, and I started getting to that point where I'm like, I don't love this as much anymore. Mm-hmm. Love the students. Students were the best. Loved my colleagues, but actually the monotony of teaching the same subject, doing the same kind of lessons, I was like, I feel like I need to be doing something else.
Yeah.
So then I was like, right, maybe I want to start my own business. So I read a book called Entrepreneur Revolution. Do you know Daniel Priestley?
No.
Oh.
Should I read it?
Please read it.
I will.
Everyone needs to read it.
Please jot it down.
It's the best book. So Entrepreneur Revolution. And something really stood out for me in a really early chapter. It was basically talking about whatever it is that you need to do is in you from when you're a child. So I'm like, okay, well, what did I... Yeah, really powerful. So I'm like, well, what did I like? And all I did was watch films and eat. And I was like, right, okay, I really like food, I really like film. So I consciously knew, it wasn't like a light bulb moment, taste film. I'm like, oh my God, this concept. I literally knew, I was like, right, I need to put these two together. Mm-hmm. So love watching films, love consuming my favourite films. So I was like, okay, it's definitely got to be something about old films. This isn't about new releases. It's about something that we know already. And then it came to me about a year later, watching Goodfellas, and the scene. Have you seen Goodfellas? Okay.
Sorry.
That's you need to watch that.
So I've got a book.
Okay,
and
you've seen it, great. Okay, so I've seen it, great. All right. So there's a scene when they're in. So it's like the Italian mafia, New York, right? And there's a scene where they're making pasta in prison. I mean, who makes pasta in prison with all of their mates? Anyway, I don't even know how that happened, but okay. But I was watching it and I was like, it was more than, oh, this has made me hungry. It was, I wish I want to be there. They seem so cool and they're all making this together. And oh my God, that looks so nice. And he's slicing up garlic really, really finely. And I was like, what if you could taste that right now? Like, what if I could eat that right now and be closer to the characters? And then it all started coming in, like, what if you could watch a film in an Italian restaurant with all other people who are fans of Goodfellas? Oh my God, this could be a thing. So I started Googling, and I'm like, obviously this is this. Obviously it does. And then you've got your secret cinemas, right? amazing, like the mothership,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. But I couldn't find this concept, and I'm not saying I've invented immersive dining. That's been around longer than before I was born. But this particular concept of screening a film, watching a film in a restaurant and eating the food from the film didn't exist globally at that time.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Because that's like the best experience.
And it's just so obvious.
Yeah. It's
So
like,
this is why I was like, no, surely.
yeah. It's like every time you watch Matilda, I'm like, I want them pancakes right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So then I just went on like a deep dive. We're not allowed to say that in the office anymore. But went on to a deep dive and was like, right, how do I make this happen?
Yeah.
So I was living in Kensal Rise at the time. It's this gorgeous little restaurant, Italian restaurant called Ida. I'd been in there a few times, and it was just so perfect, the perfect backdrop to watch Goodfellas. Really intimate, really like family run, just everything that I wanted Taste Film to be about and this first experience. So I spoke to them, they loved it. Went and got a pop-up cinema. I had a Mini Cooper at the time.
How? You just went and like got a screen? Is that
I
it?
bought it all.
You bought it all?
I bought it all. I mean, who does that? Surely you'd hire it for the first one, but no, because I
had such faith.
I had faith.
Yeah.
And I was like, I looked at I did look at how much it was to hire it, but I thought, no, if this is going to be my thing, I need to invest in it. So I need to go all out. So I borrowed the money from my mum.
I love that. That's a great lesson. Like, I think as you're starting something out, you're always a bit scared. You're like, I'll do the free trials and stuff, but investing is important.
Invest, because then you can't not succeed.
Yeah.
You have no choice. You've got to just go for it. So I did it. Drove up there in my Mini Cooper. Couldn't get all the equipment in, of course, because it's a huge projector screen. So I had to take down the roof. Driving home with a pop-up cinema. Literally, I've got a picture of it because I thought I've got to get this. Like, if this ever turns into something.
Yeah, you have to send us that picture. I'll put it
I
up
will. And then that was it.
So you so you set up in this lovely little Italian and you had your screen and so you just started advertising and getting people to buy tickets.
Do you know what? No, it was all friends and family.
Nice.
Who were forced.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted to come. And it was a real homegrown thing. Like, even coming up with the menu, I remember speaking to my mum. My mum used to be a chef.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking to friends and family, like I'm really lucky with my friends who would help me and wouldn't, say a word. Like, everyone just
chips in.
Yeah, exactly. Got everyone down for the first one. And then after that, I mean, this is when Instagram, for me, it's probably around for a while, but for me, it was very, very new. I'm not a social media person. I wish I was. So if you look at the original stuff, it's very bad.
Everyone's going to start somewhere. Always. Just start. That's the thing.
But I was lucky enough. My friend's husband, was a graphic designer. Oh, no. So he created the original logo, which I loved. We've got, I still love it. We've had a rebrand recently, but like it really did its job for the amount of years that it lasted for. So he set up the website and did all of that jazz. And then it was a hit after a few. It really came into itself. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm really onto something here. Like, other people get it. They get what I'm trying to do here, because it was a risk. You know that people watch films more than once.
Yeah.
But like me, I wasn't sure. Are people going to go and pay money for something that they have on DVD in their house?
Yeah.
And this is when DVDs were still huge. Are people going to pay money for that when they can order a takeaway and order in Italian and watch Goodfellas? Are they going to? But people got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it wasn't just friends and family anymore.
People wanted the experience. And I think, like, it's a nice thing to go out and do, isn't it? Like, we're watching our favourite film with my favourite person and eating our favourite food. Yeah. That's like the dream. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Thank you.
No, of course, it's so good. And I think it's so nice to hear that it started just as something you were like, what's 2 things I love? And it's kind of like born from that. When it took off and, people wanted to come, were you still working as a teacher? Yeah. Wow.
I worked full-time as a teacher until 2022.
Oh, okay.
No, 2021.
Okay.
2021, so So obviously we hit COVID. So 2017 we started.
Yeah.
Not long after that, I started at Parlour, who I still work with now. Jesse, the owner of Parlour, I've been working with him since 2017. And that's where it became viral. So for 3 years, it was going really, really well, but hadn't really hit the mark yet. We were doing 1 or 2 events a month of 30 guests each time, right? But we were doing a lot of learning, a lot of understanding our audience, what people like, what works, what is operationally sound, all of that kind of stuff. Then COVID came.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's, you can't, I don't even know how you adapt what you're doing for COVID. Like, that's tough.
Well, we basically took it to taste film at home. Wow. But if that was to happen now, God forbid, touch wood, there's no wood, any wood.
Just
if that was to happen now with the amount that I've invested in it, or the amount that I haven't invested, but the amount that I've put back into the business, that is terrifying. But then I hadn't really put anything into it. Yeah. I put in my mum's loan and it just kind of kept itself going. I didn't make any money, but I was breaking even. But the key thing was keeping the brand alive. Yeah. Like, how do you make sure that this concept doesn't go anywhere, that it's still fresh in people's minds? So I dragged everyone in. That's when the friends got dragged in again to get on camera. I was on camera. It's horrific. It's so bad.
It's done the job, though.
We were doing cook-alongs to all our favourite films, and it was really fun. It was fun. I do remember this really, really well. So we did Elf. And this was just before we went into another lockdown and all the shops closed. It was like a few days before Christmas. So I was on camera. I was promoting it. I was packing the boxes with Jessie at Parlour, and I was delivering them. Oh, that is so cute. I love that. The commitment to it. The commitment. And thank God. And I wouldn't change it. No. I really wouldn't. It was fun. You must have also learned so much then. You had people that were also committed to your brands. Yeah. They're still in lockdown, like you say, when you can watch a film at home or order a takeaway, they're still committed to what you're doing. They wanted it to stay alive, which is they did. We did have really loyal people who just wanted to support as well, which was great. And they kind of wanted something to do as well. Yeah. So it was fun. We really got into it. But yes, so that's what happened over COVID. Was still teaching, and obviously teaching during COVID. I can't even Half the kids didn't have laptops. So I was kind of juggling that as well. And then went down to part-time in 2021. Then I kind of realised, okay, I can't do both. So then it's like a massive pay cut. Yeah. Because I wasn't making any money from Taste. That's the thing. What do you do to prepare for that? Do you know what? I'm really, really lucky. Yeah. I've had my parents' support. I don't know how people pay a mortgage or pay full rent and run a business and potentially have kids. I don't have kids. I'm in a really prime position, and I don't know how other people do it, to be honest. I don't know how, I see people with mortgages who have got new businesses. I'm like, how? Yeah, how are you doing that? Do you do that? Because I've been able to earn hardly anything 1 month and I'm okay. Yeah, that's it. But you need that support around you. That's great for people to know. And it's a sacrifice. Yeah. Because I could have bought a flat then. Yeah. And I chose, I can't do that. I can't commit to that. So I luckily didn't commit to a crazy mortgage. You can't really prepare for it, but you've just got to accept that you're not going to be able to do everything that everyone else is doing. Yeah. You can't have it all. And I think that's another great thing to hear, because you look at people and you think they are doing it all, but it's actually you do need to give up something to make this work in 100%. That time. Yeah, so that's real courage. But to be honest, it's not like I haven't really suffered as a result. It's not like I don't go out or I don't, and now I'm in a much better position. But it was literally about a year where it's okay, I can't go on 2 holidays this year. Okay, cool. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's for the greater good. 100%. Yeah. And you have to have faith in it and know that, or just take the risk, even if you don't know. Yeah. I didn't know. Take the leap. You have to. Yeah, for sure. You've got no choice. But I'll tell you one thing I would never have done is just leave my job without knowing that I'm onto something. Oh, yeah, without having a business idea. Yeah. And I think that's one thing that I would always say to someone who's starting out is, if you can stay in a part-time position, 100% do that. Just enough so that you can live, because that's all you need. But going all in, I mean, I know people do it, but
the
that's
anxiety,
right?
the pressure.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would take a lot of the joy out of it, because you
Yes.
just feel so under pressure all of the time and overwhelmed. But
And
if you
then
got
everything
that part-time,
turns to money
yeah, exactly.
rather than brand and the product. Everything is about sales, which is obviously pivotal in your growth stage, but you need to be able to think about other things and be able to relax.
So was that your priority early on, was the brand rather than sales, and you think that's helped contribute to the success?
Do you know what? I wouldn't say it was the brand.
No?
I didn't really understand the brand.
Yeah.
Like, I understood, I understand brand now, but
Yeah.
then it was product. It was experience. That is all I was interested in. Sales, no, not really. Didn't really understand that now. Now I understand sales.
Yeah.
Now that, like, there's so many people on the team and there's salaries to pay and there's a lot to pay for. Now
How many
you've got
people
to
do
think
you
about.
have?
So, not just, so the core team is 8.
That is a
in the
good sized
office,
team.
So that's like the full-time, 7 or 8, is it? But there's 25 in total with event managers.
Right.
So that's in Manchester and London.
That is incredible. That's a big team.
Yeah. I didn't realise that until the other day. We were doing something for HR and I was like, what, 25?
Yeah, like what on earth?
Yeah.
But you're right, then it is salaries and it's like,
This is it. So
you've
now,
got to take it over.
Now you've got to think about sales. I should have thought about sales before. You know when it's like, what should you think about first?
Yeah.
I think sales and product and brand, to be fair.
Think of it all.
But I think brand, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I think brand can come after. Because, and the only reason that I say that is because we were okay without thinking so much about the brand. Like, we had our logo and stuff and things looked good, but brand is so much more than that.
Yeah.
But we still went viral. We had a good product and people had a good time. That's the key thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once your reputation goes, like, once the experience, don't get me wrong, sometimes the experience isn't exactly where we want it to be, and we look at that and we're fine-tuning all the time. But once it goes wrong and you get a bit of a reputation, like, these guys don't really care about us.
Yeah,
They're taking
that's
our
it.
money.
They just want the sales,
They just
and then
want
you've
the
lost the
sales,
experience.
and
Yeah.
then that's it. That's it then. Where do you go from there? Whatever fancy branding or, like, anything that you do, the website or the customer journey, it doesn't mean anything if you haven't got a good product.
Yeah, absolutely.
So experience is always number one.
And like you said, so you're always working on improving that, and is that
Always.
like core in with your employees and in your business?
100%. And everyone in the team is so behind it, like how I am, which means a lot. You know, people come to work, they come and do a job.
Yeah.
My team is not like that. We're not like that. Everyone really cares, to the point where it's like, oh my God, you're really pushing back on this, but I like it. Because it means that you really do care. And it's always like, is the experience good? Are they getting value? Is this who we are? Are we selling out? All of these questions, I'm not the only person answering them and asking them.
Yeah.
Everyone is. And I think it says a lot about our culture, and I'm really proud of that. And that isn't just me doing that. It's just how it's evolved and how everyone's
Like organically.
Yeah.
Wow, that is important. I love that. With you growing and having to pay these salaries and stuff, is that literally just from being like, okay, we're going to do more events, we're making more money, now we can hire someone else? Is that how it works?
Gosh, how did that work? Okay. Okay, so we went viral in 2022. And we weren't ready for that.
I was going to say,
No.
were you prepared? Is just
No.
really,
No.
you were just like, oh my gosh.
No, we went viral. So this lovely girl, she came and she wasn't really an influencer at the time, but she now is an influencer. Amazing. She reviewed our bridesmaids experience that you've been
The
to.
best. I loved it. Me and my best friend went, and it was such a good night.
At Parlour. She came and she reviewed it, and it went viral. So that was the first, that moment when you go viral, which I'd heard about before, and I was like, oh my God, this is
happening.
it's happening, right. So, sorry, I've lost my point.
With you growing the team so that you...
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So went viral. We had like 4,000 followers, and we went to 30,000 in a few days on TikTok. And I was like, great, we've got 30,000 followers and we've got no content. This is brilliant.
I love this for us.
I'm the content creator and I'm the social media manager right now, and that's not good because my stuff isn't great. This is terrifying.
Underprepared.
That was it.
Yeah.
So then it was like, okay, we obviously need to put on more events. And with that, we need to get in a social media manager. And it's like, who do you hire first? Who do we need more? Where am I lacking more? I've made so many mistakes. so many mistakes. It's coming into itself now, and I think I've learned from those mistakes. But I think last year was it really kind of proved, like, I got too excited with the sales, and I hired and invested way too faster than I should have.
Okay.
So that's something that I would probably, which is why I said to you should look at sales maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I'm really someone where there's never a rainy day. We will sell all of the tickets. We will hit max capacity. We will be able to pay for all of the staff and pay for the rebrand and pay for the website. I don't really have a backup plan, which is great.
Yeah.
But you need someone on the team who's like, whoa.
Yeah.
So now we've got those people in the team.
Like a little reality check now.
I need those reality checks daily.
But I think having the attitude is what's contributed so much to the success, because like you said, you've had so much faith from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's contributed everything, because otherwise you never would have been able to leave your job, or, you know, because that was your backup plan.
Yeah.
Like, and not having that means you put everything into it.
100%. But it is like, what am I doing? The level of risk continuously, and I get it, and you hear these stories about entrepreneurs, and, you know, they put everything on the line, and now I'm like, yeah, I get it, okay, fine, because you do, and you just have complete faith, and it's like, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Well, we don't really think of that.
Because you're not going to let it happen.
No.
Yeah, that's
well, it can't happen.
Yeah.
And if it does happen, then we'll think about that later. But let's pretend that it's not.
Yeah.
But I think when there's so much on the line now we really need to, like, have those backup plans and contingency plans in place. We're in a much better place now. It's much steadier. I'm sleeping better.
I mean, you've earned it. How did you get to Manchester?
Manchester. So Drake and Morgan. Do you know Drake and Morgan venues? So they've got 18 venues. They're really great. So we started working with the Refinery in, when was that? 2022. And then, so one of their venues is in Manchester. And when I said to them, yeah, we're looking for somewhere in Manchester, it was just naturally like, right, you've got to go with the Anthologist. And it was like, great, we can do the same film. It's the same menu spec. The same, like, ops director. It's perfect. Great.
It makes it, because were you just like, we need to hit a new city now? Was that? And so
exactly,
that's a quite seamless way of doing it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Is it as popular in Manchester?
Do you know what? It's getting there.
Yeah.
We're realising it's a different market. It's, you know, different ad spend, different data, different everything. London, we've been really, really lucky. A lot of people come to London. Manchester, it is great. It's going well. It's getting better, but we need to invest more.
Yeah.
It wasn't as immediate as I thought it would be, considering that so many people travel from out of London to our events. So that was a wake-up call that, like, we need that strategy in place to hit these new cities. And we're about to launch in Edinburgh.
That's exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
3 great cities. I love all 3 of them. I went to uni in Manchester, so when I saw it was there, I was like, I do think it is the perfect city for it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so much fun. Apart from COVID, what have, like, been some other, like, the biggest challenges that you've found that maybe surprised you a little bit, if any?
My lack of... Oh, there's many. How long do you have? My biggest challenge for me is finances, understanding them, knowing what to do with money.
I did see this on your LinkedIn, because I saw you were like, it's not like, it doesn't come as naturally to you. No. And obviously when you're running your own business, you probably want to be involved in everything. And that's something you want to know. Because I'm not natural with numbers either. And I think that's what would freak me out. Because I'm like, is this good or is this bad? Someone just tell me.
Yeah.
But it's your own baby and you want to know all about it.
This is the thing. So it's finding that balance of getting help, but also knowing about the money in your company. What did you earn last year? What did you earn last month? How has that changed, like, from the previous month? All of those things, you need to know your numbers. Even if you're not good with numbers, you need to learn. So that's something that has been a real wake-up call for me, that, like, I need to know my numbers inside out, because with that comes so much more power and control.
Oh, yeah. And you can see the success more clearly and stuff rather than worrying. Because if you're not understanding it, I feel like I'd be like, is this even good or not? But if you can read it right, then it's...
And I'm really someone who will really talk myself out of something. You're so bad with money. You're so bad. I'm so bad with money. I'm so bad. And if you keep on saying that, then yeah, you are bad with money. But if you like, there's some things you've just got to force. In life, you don't do everything that you love every second of the day, but you've got to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's all well and good having great accountants and great, people who understand finance. But if you don't know your numbers, you've got a real problem. So that has been the biggest wake-up call for me, and I've learned a lot.
I was going to say, do you feel more confident now?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm not completely there, and it's one of those things where it's going to be a work in progress, I think, forever.
Yeah.
It's not something I can't ever be complacent with finances and like, oh, I've got it now. I know it now.
Yeah, I can
understand a balance sheet. Yeah, I'm good. No, I need to like completely always be kept on my toes with that.
Which is probably good, again, because you just keep learning.
Yes.
Like, keep learning as you go. And then as it gets bigger and bigger, you'll feel more confident in that.
That's it.
Which is, I guess, the whole aim.
Yeah.
Is the goal to just keep getting bigger and bigger? More cities? Like you said, you're going to Edinburgh. Is that the whole thing?
So, this has always been my big fear. Like, we really want to expand. Mm-hmm. And we don't know whether that, at this stage, we still don't know whether that's direct operations, so we go and open up an office in LA, or we franchise it. Franchising scares me because of that lack of control, which I really need.
Yeah.
But if we've got the processes in place and the right IP and everything is to a T, then I'm hoping that might be an option. This is where we're at right now. We're going to expand. 2026, we will be expanding. How we do that is still on the table, but we've just had a new head of commercial start yesterday.
Congratulations.
And thank you. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. And I can just see already that, like, this is where we're heading. It's going to be so much clearer in the next few weeks. Mm-hmm. But yes, the aim is to grow our existing concept and also add in other things that I'm really passionate about. So I really like the B2B strand of taste.
Yep.
We've done a few things for film studios, which has been amazing.
Yeah.
And as much as taste was built off the back of nostalgia and cult classics, what better way to to showcase your new material than, putting something on and having an immersive tasting experience.
It just makes sense. Yeah.
Right?
Like, and because everyone knows about your brand anyway, it promotes the film. Nice. So it's like so helpful. But it's a great, I know it's all about the nostalgia and stuff, but the new release also fits. So it would be a missed opportunity if you didn't.
This is it.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting.
Yeah.
Opening weekend, huge. When I've seen so many amazing films in the cinema, Sinners, I was like, oh my God, imagine if we got to do a VIP tasting premiere for this.
That would be insane.
When I went to the cinema, and there were so many opportunities, I was just like, oh gosh, that would be incredible. So we have done some, but that I would really like to open up a little bit more.
Yeah, of course.
There's a few things, taste film at home, so which I kind of alluded to, which we did during COVID. There's a real space for that. Huge.
And that's like delivering the meals that would go with the...
Exactly.
Yeah, with the film.
Yeah.
Love that.
I can't divulge too much because we're at that stage now where we're like, what are we actually doing?
Yeah.
But it's essentially, how can we bring this into people's homes? So who can we partner with, for example, to do the heavy lifting?
Yeah.
Right?
And make it easier for you guys, but still have your branding.
Yeah, because people do want to be a part of the taste film culture and the community, but can't necessarily get to an event. So how do we make it happen so that they can do it in their home? Because everyone should be able to do it. Everyone should be able to be a part of it. Everyone should be able to get closer to their favourite characters and stories. So through food. So how can we make that happen on every level is what we're trying to look at. But this is where I go, right? I'm like, we're going to do this. And it's like, no. Can't do all of those. Which ones are we going to choose for this year and which ones for next? I'd love to be able to dive in there right now, but yeah.
Well, to make it a success, you want to like take your time with it. I get like that. I get like an idea and I'm like, let's do it now, and it's like, hang on a second. If you rush, then it's not going to be what you want it to be.
This is the thing. Yeah.
Do you think about what you eat with films whenever you watch a film? Like, are you thinking about it all the time?
All film experiences for me are ruined.
Yeah, literally. That's what I feel like. Anything you're watching, you're like, Yeah, this is what meal we'd make with this.
Yes, yeah, I
You
can't
live and
help
breathe it.
Yeah, I can't help it. I just, to the point where if I go to the cinema, I'm going to need to see the film again, because I'm watching things that like I'm not absorbed. There's too many things to take in.
Yeah,
Do you find that?
definitely.
There's too many things to take in. You know, someone's like, I can only watch a film once. My mother will watch a film once. I'm like, how did you get everything?
Yeah,
from that?
There's stuff she's missed for sure.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
I love that though. Like, you're immersed in your business. That's like,
I can't help it.
it's the best though. That's why you're so good at it.
But so many people are. And
Yeah.
I love that. Like friends, guests. You know, when I used to host, I used to manage a lot of the events. I don't really do that anymore. I do try and go to as many as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, I'll speak to guests and they'll start coming up with ideas. And what about this? And I love that.
Yeah.
Everyone then becomes invested. And they're like, I'll drop you an email with my ideas. I'm like, please, great.
Oh, I love that. Everyone else is thinking about it all the time as well.
Yeah, I love that.
It is as well, because you watch a film, you're like, oh, I'd love to experience that. And we know who to go to make it happen.
Oh, I love that.
It's so fun. Over the last 8 years, what is like something that's like been really exciting that you just like loved and been like, oh, like was there a moment when you're like, I just will never forget this?
I think probably, and this is, I mean, over the last 8 years, but it changes with every single film. When we're at that kind of conception stage, and we're like, right, we're trying to make fetch happen, okay? Because you've got your key dishes, okay? Mean Girls, for example. You've got things that have to happen. You've got the Caltine bar. We need to make that happen in some kind of brownie. And then you've got other moments where it's like, oh, we need a food moment here. How are we going to do that? Us coming up with that, tying in some kind of visual production element, serving it, watching the guests and seeing some of them get it, that's the best bit. That eureka moment where it's like, oh, thank God they got it.
They got it. Yeah, that's the thing.
That will never grow old.
I can imagine, because like I didn't even think about it. Every film you're thinking of a new menu.
Yes.
That's fun in itself.
That's so fun.
And you work with the chefs at the venue, or
Yes.
yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, so initially we will come up with something. We'll come up with like the dream menu. We've just had a menu developer join us who actually is a taste film fan, not a fan.
Love.
She came to the original ones at Parlour, and now she's joined us as a menu developer in the last couple of months, and she's really elevating our menus. But I've always come up with the menus with the team. We'll come up with something, the dream menu, take it to the chefs, and they'll be like, sometimes it's like, give over. Where is the budget for this?
Yeah, like give me a break here,
Come
please.
on. And then they'll work with us, and you know, some of them are really creative and they'll have their own spin on it. They might want to throw in like a signature style or a dish from their restaurant, which I love because we want to showcase that. But it evolves. You know, it starts off with us. We want to really throw in like the Easter eggs and the stuff for the real fans, and then it evolves. Yeah, and it's a process.
That is so fun. That's the dream. I mean, I can't believe it's like been almost an hour. That like flew by.
Is it really? Wow.
But is there any like words of wisdom that you'd give for anyone that wants to get into this industry, your niche little industry?
Yeah, very niche little industry. What I would say that I wish I did, I did work in reality TV, but I wish I worked in events.
Oh yeah,
Before
that probably
doing events.
that probably would have
That
helped a
would have
lot.
been handy.
Yeah, for sure.
That is just reaching out to a friend, someone that you know is in it. I know work experience, as you're older, can you even call it work experience? I wish I did that.
Yeah.
Because I think there's so many things that I could have learned.
At least some shadowing or something.
100%.
Yeah.
And the things that you don't know or that you tell yourself that you're not good at, learn.
Don't give up on it.
You can't give up on it.
Yeah.
Don't pretend that it's not happening, because that money thing will happen.
Yeah.
And it will come when, everything else seems to be going brilliantly. You've got a great product. So this is last year I'm talking about, had a great rebrand. Everything's going really, really well. And then I was like, oh my gosh. Then it kind of hit me, okay, money. We really need to look at that. What do I need to learn about money? Those kind of things. Don't brush them under the carpet. You need to go for it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Well, I can't thank you enough. That was amazing. I've been
Thank
so
you.
desperate to know how Taste Film came about.
Thank
so
you
that was
so
great.
much for having me.
And I look forward to coming to more.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you like and subscribe so we can continue to make these and keep teaching people how to become A. Thank you.
was perfect.